Martin Luther King Celebration is this weekend. Jackson College presents this annual event where they honor a member of the community with the MLK Medal of Service Award. And that person is the principal of Jackson High School, Monica Pierce. Kimberly Dawn Wisdom is going to be the keynote speaker. She's Senior Vice President, Community Health and Equity, Chief Wellness and Equity Officer at Henry Ford Health System. Larry Sumner will be performing, and also the Men of Merit Sisters of Strength will be giving a program. It's a wonderful night and a fantastic dinner by the Jackson College food service folks. It's at the Victor Kewes Fieldhouse on Central Campus. It has a limit of how many tickets available, and they're getting close to being sold out. So if you'd like to go, call 796-8600 as soon as you know that you want to go. Next on the show, we welcome the executive director of the Ellis Sharp Museum and Peter F. Hearst Planetarium, Julie Johnson. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Bart.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Julie's still in her first year, right?
Yes, first 6 months.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's going great.
Great.
I'm having a great time.
Nice. Well, we had a couple of your newer folks on last week, your new planetarium and STEM educator.
Nick.
And your new development coordinator.
Right, Tanika.
Yeah, and you've made a couple of other hires too.
Yes, we have. I brought in a new development and communications director, Sean Stenberg. He comes from us from a variety of backgrounds, but his latest one was working at Hawthorne and Hayworth. And before that, he was in the Army for 20 plus years.
Oh my gosh.
And he was a recruiter here in Jackson.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's going to put some Army discipline into the place?
I would hope so.
Right now you've got the Jackson exhibit closed for redo.
Yes, so the Jackson History Gallery had actually been up for over 10 years. And normally when you have objects on show like that, you have to rotate them in and out more frequently than what had been occurring. So in order to really fix up the gallery, make sure that everything is going well, we also had some issues with some of the glass cases. We decided to close that gallery. We're going to totally refurbish it, redo some of the artifacts and things in that room, and then be able to open it again probably 6 months to 8 months from now. But in the meantime, we are going to change one of our rotating galleries to have Jackson history in it. So
that's the most of what you have in the basement is Jackson history.
Yes, it's Jackson City. There's 3/4 of our collection is that, and the rest is Jackson County.
So there's parts of our community's history that have not really had any mention in the exhibit. Do you hope to move those kinds of things in and switch stuff out more often?
Yes, so all of the objects that have been on display the longest cannot come back out for quite a while. So we have a ton of really beautiful pieces in our collections that we want to bring out, and that people have never seen them before. So we're working on that right now as we have a team going in and taking the pieces out of the old history gallery, and we're working on what do we put out next.
I know it's hard because I know people are, well, I gave you this mint condition, such and such. Why aren't I seeing it?
Right.
All right, so that's still to come. How long do you think it's going to take to get that?
Well, it's 6 weeks just to empty the gallery.
Oh my gosh, because you got the car. How are you going to get the car out?
Well, we're working on that. We actually have it's hidden by a wall, a fake wall, but we have a large door that it came in through, so we're going to take it back out that way. But we're going to have to store the car for a little while until we can get everything back.
Is that part of the museum's collection? The car, you own it?
It is in our collection. It was donated to us by a local collector, so he's already contacted me.
Okay. All right.
So he'll probably take it back off our hands for a little while.
All right, I'll keep it safe for you.
Yeah.
So, Spring, I do want to mention this because that it's something that you want to bring back, and that's the Shearing and Shearing Festival.
Correct.
But Not this year.
Not this year. We did reach out to all of the vendors that would be a part of that event, and unfortunately a lot of them were not ready or able to come back this spring. So we're going to do it next year. We could not do it this year.
All right, so we've got other big events happening. First let's talk about the big one, the Art, Beer, and Wine.
Yes, Art, Beer, and Wine. So much fun.
Yeah, so we had a pause. One year we didn't do it, right? And then the next year we did a scaled back.
In last August, yes.
Yeah, so what's it look like for this year?
So this year it's on June 11th. We are bringing in more artists. We'll have food vendors and obviously all of the different types of alcoholic beverages that we can think of. We actually have had a couple of new wineries that have applied to be a part of it. We're looking at between 4,500 to 6,000 guests this year. So it's going to be a lot larger than last year. We're spreading out the footprint a little bit so that people have more space in between the booths. Entrance will be a little different, just so that we can accommodate everybody and get them through quicker.
You've never been to one, have you?
I have not here.
Well, yesterday, Brandon was at the Southern Michigan Winter Beer Fest, and it's like it was back to the way it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've had positions at other museums and cultural organizations, and are there some things that you're anxious to unleash on Jackson?
Unleash? Oh, I don't know about that, but I'm very excited about starting to plan exhibits that include all of our topics, so art, history, and science, as well as bringing in some more kid-friendly activities that are there year-round. Very excited about that, and growing the museum a little bit.
Got the spring break coming up. You're going to do some things for spring break?
Yeah, that entire week we've got a planetarium show scheduled. We have activities the whole week. We have the Ella House will be open for tours. So we're very excited about bringing people back in and letting them experience what we've got going on there.
And history, art, history, science. Those are the three main foci of the museum.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So the planetarium, that fits.
The science, we can do some history. We can do a lot in the planetarium. People don't realize that planetarium is a domed theater, basically. And even though you think, oh, planetarium is all about the stars, it actually can be anything we want, as long as we have the information ahead of time. We can put it on a dome.
Oh, no kidding.
Birthday parties, weddings, anniversaries.
Well, that's it. You've also, your destination as a great gathering spot. You've got rooms people can rent. People get married there.
So we only have 2 weekends the entire summer that aren't booked for weddings this year or some type of special event. So we're very excited about that. We have we're the host sponsor this year for Hot Air Jubilee. So they're coming back this year. We're very excited about that as well. We're looking at adding new school programming this fall, new art classes again this fall. So there's a lot of different things going on at the museum. And
congratulations. The readers of Jackson Magazine chose the Ellis Sharp Museum as Best Local Museum.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're very excited. We've got our plaque to go up on the wall, and so that should be a piece of pride and joy up there. So.
Yeah, and the actual awards were presented at the Ellis Sharp Museum.
Correct.
So it's a really good thing you won that.
Yeah, it was very nice to win that one.
That would be uncomfortable if another museum won while it's being held at the Ellis Sharp Museum.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we did. We were also up for Best Banquet Hall,
That's
but we
true.
didn't get that one.
Well, your primary mission, being a museum, that's what you want. That's
right.
the category you want. So I
That
think
was
that's great for the museum. Well, thanks for all the updates.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice seeing you.
The executive director of the Ellis Sharp Museum, Julie Johnson. We've got a busy week. It's St. Patrick's Week. We've got some busy weekend events. Details on some of the things happening coming up next.